really accessible.
Yeah, it totally is. We do have right now Billowy pushing up, getting some serious damage done here. We do have a lot of roaches coming up. This is the beef that he has under these Broodlords so that the army can't blink forward.
Taking out all those Adepts. Protoss driven back once again.
Yeah. You think Colossus are bad against, like, this type of composition? Watch these Disruptors, man. Like, the Broodlings are just absolutely brutal against them.
It's crazy. And I mean, of course, with Stalkers and Immortals, that's not great against Broodlords, especially if there's stuff under it to protect it.
Exactly,
Stalkers try to blink under that, and they die immediately.
This is a great
there we go.
move.
Okay, that's actually pretty insignificant.
All right, well, this is some really nice Disruptor shots actually coming down. Does blink forward.
Is
Do we
there
actually have
enough
enough
on the
here?
ground?
He's going to be able to pick off some Broodlords, but oh my god.
Suffering so much damage there as he retreats, too.
Yeah. Two barely living there, but he has the type of meat he needs under here. He didn't go Broodlords too early, it looks like, but he is only on 4 bases, so that is an issue. This type of composition, like Zerg nowadays, right now, is by a lot of Zergs being played in this kind of very turtly death ball type style, which makes it very hard to hold on to 5th bases, and that's what we're seeing is going wrong for Rogue here.
Yeah, he's beginning to back up now. And he's starting to drive back these Overlords. He does need to expand to the top center. That's really important. It's not just about Zerg putting pressure on there. Zerg has to get some sustainability here, or this game eventually he is just going to dry up. Now, the burden for Zerg as well is that Zerg is going to have a hard time being broken, but also a hard time leaving his base. And, you know, you can defend all day, but if your opponent takes all the rest of the expansions on the map, you're probably going to lose anyways.
Yeah. I mean, this is supply defending him. So if Billowy, like, let's say, overcommits and loses too much army, then he can move out. Or maybe if he gets a little bit more saggy and maxes out with the right composition, like maybe a few less roaches, a few more lurkers, that type of thing, where he can leave enough home that he's kind of safe, that could work out for him. But this is the part that, so far, we haven't seen Zergs completely figure out how to handle.
Or if they figured it out, we haven't been there to see it, to explain to you guys who are watching. Now, also for Zerg, important to keep in mind, well, first of all, great job taking out that base at the top. That's huge. Now, for the other bases for Zerg, note there's nowhere really easy to sneak over to. Unless you were to do something crazy like expand to the top left and just hope it's not spotted. Oh, man.
Oh, this is such a good move here by Billowy. He had those tagged, picks off extra units. He knows that Rogue's economy is very small.
He could run up with the lurkers maybe and try to trap it. I don't know, actually. That's kind of dicey.
Yeah, if he has enough like beef with them, it's definitely a move that could be very, very powerful. But look at this. Rogue is trying to do some kind of counter-harassment damage, but bleeding off units like this can be a little bit risky when your economy is so small. Like, he's only got 1 mining base.
Protoss starting to move over here to the bottom right. I don't know if he's going to be able to do anything. He might just be trying to shut Zerg out of the bottom right location, because essentially that's going to be the game extender in the bottom right. If Zerg gets that, gets some defense there, and holds it, that's it.
That's what he has to do. He has to push up in that area. The thing is, Billowy keeps poking in towards the 3rd on the left-hand side, and that's what's keeping Rogue kind of sitting here on his hands, because if he loses his 3rd base and his main behind and all that, like, he's going to lose anyways. It doesn't matter if he has those additional bases. So really good moves by Billowy to keep himself in here.
Nicely done. Just shaving off these lurkers. They're not cheap. We also see Tempest coming up here, which is a very strong direct counter to everything that Zerg is doing right now. I mean, Zergs can eventually be sieged up and start to be whittled down.
Yeah. And look, that's definitely true, but we have 3 Vipers out, and Vipers are such a powerful unit in a situation like this. They do so much. The Blinding Cloud, the Abducts, those are going to be so useful in these fortified positions.
Okay, he's managing to drive him back. Good job there, taking out that Disruptor, taking out the second one.
Great Abducts.
Yeah, those are going to have to be remade. By the way, we didn't catch it on camera, but the bottom right DT actually killed the hatchery.
Ouch.
So, he has lurkers defending that spot, but he has to get rid of that nuisance of the DT. That thing is like a mosquito by his ear while he's trying to sleep.
Yeah. By the way, I love what I'm seeing right here. Look at the lurkers being added back on. This is because he just abducted a bunch of disruptors, and without the disruptors there, the lurkers are going to reign supreme. Like, yes, we do have Tempest on the way, but that's not really as much as what he's worried about. What he's worried about is this ball right here, and lurkers can pretty much dismantle it since it only has a single disruptor.
He's going to come around now. I love that he's extended the defense over there. I think Rogue is going to be in this game for a lot longer than we might have thought.
Yeah.
Billowy, by the way, if you want to talk about having a hard time taking bases, where the hell does he expand after this? The upper left, that's going to be so easy for Zerg to get.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. He has to figure out a way to actually defend these bases well. Things like Dark Templars are units that he can use, Photon Cannons, Mothership Core, maybe Recall, or just the Photon Cannons themselves. We do see some High Templars up there. There's a lot of different choices to make to try to defend these, but each one has its counter.
Oh, blink in. He's getting these Brood Lords.
Yeah, Blinding Clouds do go out there a little tiny bit late. Those Vipers were out of position, but that was a nice move again.
I'm sorry,
this is a great game.
Tempest?
He's pooling them at home.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure.
He's going to bring them all out at once.
By the way, one other thing, speaking of Tempest and why I brought this up, bottom right expansion, that one he hasn't taken yet, he can hit that from Tempest.
Yeah,
Zerg actually will never have that.
You're totally right. As long as Billowy has his expansion on the right-hand side of the map, that fortified position, you're right.
So that actually means Zerg's only got one more base accessibly to take before he'd have to do something crazy like take one of those 2 middle bases. I don't know if that's going to be possible.
Well, I think he just has to push up this side of the map, take out Billowy's like fortified base up there.
Yeah.
And then it's like kind of a half-map situation because we do see Billowy taking that top left base. He is continuing to stay right in this game, adding a lot of Photon Cannons as well.
By the way, he can actually break this if he just comes in from the right side. Oh, hold up.
Well, those extra lurkers have something to say about that.
He might want to have Psystorm with this army. I'm not seeing that. Oh, no, wait. There's Templars above this. I'm sorry. I stand corrected.
Yeah, definitely he needs that additional splash damage in there, and the Templars are going to do much better late game than Disruptors. They can also counter the Vipers, which is very important.
Drop.
Oh, dude, oh my God.
Oh, this brings back the memories, man, of me rage quitting in Brood War.
This is so awesome.
Oh, we have the attack continuing on here. Billowy, though, with thinned out army.
Ooh.
A thinned out army, excuse me. Not quite articulate today.
Very similar army sizes right now. Rogue has to keep his last mining base down here.
I don't know if there's anything he can really do about this. Where's the Observer over here?
That's a good question.
I mean, he's got some time to try to. I think it's actually. Oh, no. I think there's an Oracle coming up. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, I think you're actually right about that.
I think that's the only thing that can
that's
move
very fast moving.
It's the fastest
Prison with
ever.
speed, or it's an Oracle.
We missed that one in the patch notes. That's very fast. Okay, so he saves that.
That's important. Really important. These guys have got to keep mining bases. This one's going to be gone pretty soon.
Play.
Oh, that's a lot of probe kills.
Play.
Does have some Psystorms here to help deal with that.
Or he could just, okay. Well, you're really taking a lot of damage from this Lurker. Okay.
Yeah, he took a lot of damage.
A lot of damage, man. That was a single file line of Stalkers coming up.
The 2 High Templars becoming an Archon. I'm not a big fan of that either, to be honest. But
I think it would have been better to save that for Storm.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to have a Mothership coming up now.
I love it.
It's time to find out if Rogue has mommy issues. Oh, the puns are real.
Yeah, single pylon is there. We do have an attack from Rogue on Billowy's base. Very important moment in this game.
Oh, this
takes
is
that
great.
out, and what a beautiful snipe on that.
He might even be able to get the top center expansion. You know what?
That's a possibility, yeah. He's cleaning up all those
I mean, that's a lot of roaches up there. What is the story here? I don't know what these guys are doing.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one, but does run those away. Yeah, Dark Templars are a good warp in, but we do have an Overseer here, so if he's just slightly careful with that attack, he can put a lot of pressure on that base as well.
Okay, he's going to send all his roaches out. And, well, actually, there's a huge warp in the Stalkers.
I would love to see him actually target down that Overseer.
Did he actually right-click that through there? That was pretty bad.
He does. He kills the Overseer. It's a big deal until he sends another one over there. He cannot attack into that Dark Templar. Those Dark Templar-laden waters, tasteless.
Well, I think, actually, Billowy's going to go for the kill move here.
Well,
I think he's going to try to end
Do you think he can kill him right now, though?
I don't know. I mean, how many Overseers does he have? That's it. Yeah, he does. He just doesn't have enough Overseers. Can't deal with it. GG. Billowy taking game number 1.
Really well done. What a great game that was. And the thing is, I think that this style that we saw from Rogue here, that we're seeing more and more Zergs try, I think, and the thing is, it's very hard to iron out a style like that to figure out, okay, how do I truly take this 5th base? But I loved what he was showing here tonight, and I think that this is something that in the future we're going to see a lot of. But Billowy tonight definitely outmaneuvered him. Really interesting build from him, starting out with Blink, starting out with a lot of pressure, but having having the intelligence to not do the attack when he sees that Rogue is ready, and instead tech up the splash damage, stay aggressive on the map, keep the pressure on, keep the base count down for Zerg. I loved it. What a great game from both players.
I've noticed in the games we've casted so far, and some of the games I've casted in Pro League, is that even though Zerg with lurker defense is pretty solid, they lose a lot of lurkers trying to defend that.
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty easy to pick off the lurkers, and the lurkers are not cheap.
That is so true. It is. You definitely have to get them as cost efficient as is possible there. Well, looks like we are going into map number 3, Ruins of Ceres. It'll be interesting to see what Billowy wants to pull out here, and will it be cross spawns? Because that's definitely something that could favor Rogue here.
All right, our game is loading up right now. We're in this is match 2, right?
That is correct.
I don't know why it says 1-1. Sorry.
Well, no, I mean it's game 3 of match 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just threw myself off there. Excuse me, guys. My bad. Anyways, we're going to go on to our 3rd game. Let's do this. Rogue against Billowy here in the GSL. In the bottom left in the blue, he is.
아프리카프릭스 빌로위.
Which I've discovered is an adjective used for clouds.
Yes.
That's right. You learned a new word today. Don't know if you're going to be able to use that in a sentence every day. In the bottom right, in the red,
지네어 그리니스 로그.
which I learned is a class in Hearthstone that I lose to more often than I'd like to admit.
Would you like to learn a very interesting fact that I just learned a couple days ago?
All I want to do is learn.
Okay.
I'm here to learn our toes.
Well, here's one for you.
I'm an open
There
book.
are more chicken hoffs in Seoul than McDonald's in the world.
Just so you guys know, a chicken hop is like a place where you get a beer and fried chicken.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good drawing. That's you, Artosis. What are you doing? That's a great drawing of you, man.
I don't own that necklace.
You should get one. It looks good on you. So there are more chicken pubs in Korea, fried chicken pubs.
In Seoul.
In Seoul than there are McDonald's in the world.
Yes.
You know what? That makes sense.
With how many are on my street, I absolutely agree.
Even on the street outside my house, I think there's at least 2. And I mean, the street right outside my house, there's nothing going on, really.
Yeah, there would have to be, to beat McDonald's numbers, there would have to be apparently like 1 chicken pub per 600 people or so.
In Korea, they call them chicken hops, guys. We're trying to speak to you.
Yeah.
So we'll just call them chicken pubs here. So I'm sorry, wait, what is the number?
It's like if there's 1 per 660 people or something like that, it beats McDonald's out. But yeah, it was on the Korean news the other day, apparently. So
how many? Do we know how many chicken and beer places there are in Seoul? Just out of curiosity.
I do not know, but it has to be like over 50,000 or something. Pretty crazy.
Oh my God.
I think we should open a chicken beer place.
I think we should, man. I'm sure we'll make a lot of money. There must be. Now, I wonder how many places like that actually stay open. Because you would assume, I mean, most small businesses, what is it, like 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 small businesses fail, right?
It's a lot. I'm not sure exactly. But, yeah, I mean, just an interesting fact.
Yeah, no, I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, no problem.
Stargate coming down here and Ling Speed on the way. Yeah,
and in fact, it looks like he will be going for an Overlord drop. This is a lot of Zerglings coming in. This is going to be a fast game, most likely. He has nothing to scout for this. We have that Overlord morphing right now. Kills the probe.
Got to be careful. He has to make it look like those Lings are not going around.
Mm-hmm. Okay, a Phoenix on the way. That's not going to clean up Lings very well, but it can get rid of the Overlord that's dropping.
Ling Speed is
on the way.
5 seconds away from being done. We have additional Lings that are going to be hitting the front, and this is intended by Rogue here to end the game, or cripple Protoss so badly that Zerg has just a ton of options.
Yeah. Okay, the Mothership Core is going to the front, so the main is super undefended right now.
Here we go. He's coming in now. How fast will Billowy react? He actually had to deal with something sort of similar to this. Oh, I think he actually moved those up there too quickly.
Yep. Nothing actually comes back to deal with it. So the Phoenix should be going after the Overlord that dropped this off. He does lose 8 probes.
He's continuing to ferry these Lings up here. He can actually just keep sending Lings, and he'll get a full unload on that.
And every time he tries to move away from the front there, we do have the Lings poking up to see if there's a hole.
Oh, doesn't get 2 of the Lings out. Not too impactful, though.
Yeah.
The Adepts have been moved. The Protoss wall that off entirely.
This is a lot of damage right there. In fact, it surrounds the Adepts here. Luckily, Warpin is done. Beautiful lift off on this Adept.
And the Adepts here, decent surface area. They are starting to hit the front right now. Zerg, by the way, is committing to this. He's actually getting a ton more links here. And he's breached it.
Beautifully done. Breaks in with so many Zerglings here. Actually going after the pylon as well. Might want to unpower some things. A couple of Adepts coming down to help out. A lot of probes starting to fall, though.
Yep, gets a surround on the Adepts. Again, the Phoenixes can't really pick up the links. I mean, they can, but it's not going to help that much. The probes are actually committing, trying to hold this back right now. And Zerg is not done, although we don't have any other Overlords, right? We don't have any other Overlords to drop.
Nothing too nearby.
So I think this is over.
Yeah, it looks like it's basically held, and in fact, he barely has more drones than there are
Wait,
probes here.
Can he fit through? How the hell did
he
that?
slipped one through, yeah.
That was the Ling on a diet.
Ooh, and GG.
Billy, GG, Rogue wins. Okay.
All right.
Nicely done.
Very, very quick victory there by Rogue, mixing in a nice little cheese there.
Got to cheese sometimes.
You got to mix some in, absolutely. Well,
let's do this. Game 4, Rogue in the lead.
Yeah, looks like map 4 going to be Prion Terraces, so definitely always interesting mind games with the openers on this map. Very Protoss for Zerg.
Okay, Billowy, this guy's been getting cheesed a lot this week. Billowy just wants to play a normal game, but these Zergs aren't having it, man.
Yeah, kind of wild. I think Billowy's playing like pretty strong. Rogue, though, bringing good strats in to be able to pick up a quick win like that.
This is why we've seen Rogue have more success than Billowy in his esports career.
We'll see if he can actually finish this off, though. This next map, I think, could be a lot about what the openers are.
Yeah, let's see what happens. It's going to be on Prion Terraces. I think we definitely could still go to Game 5. Okay. We have the players now joining the lobby.
Yep. All right. Guys, let your friends know.
Get in here.
Well, they're probably already in here because there are like 1 million people in the studio. This is actually crazy.
This is, yeah, we got a full house tonight, man. It's actually crazy. This studio is filling up more and more every day.
It actually is wild, isn't it? Like, the turnouts that we've had are amazing. Our numbers on the streams are way up.
Yeah.
Legacy of the Void is here to stay, man.
We were making better numbers last year than from 2 years ago. Wait, how do I say this? Last year was better than the year before that,
Yes.
and this year's numbers have been better than last year's for GSL. So,
in fact, our numbers for CodeA were better than CodeS numbers last year.
That's true. So we're sitting pretty, guys. We're still waiting for this game to start. I'm not sure what the delay is.
Yeah.
I see no coaches in the booth or referees.
Okay, Tara. Okay, Tasteless, it's time.
Did you almost call me Taryn?
I almost called you Tara.
Tara? Oh, I would love to be confused with your wife. That's quite flattering, Artosis.
You two are basically the same person in my head.
That's right. Well, we're both married to you, so there you go. So, game number 4 here. What's Billowy going to do? Rogue has an array of options. Prion Terraces, by the way, I think Rogue's going to like this map.
Yeah, it seems a very roguish map. Will he take a quick gold, though? That can be risky. A lot of Protosses go ahead and go for aggressive builds against that.
Yeah, that's true.
Welcome to GSL.
Ladies and gentlemen, nerds and grills, this is the GSL CodeA. Wow. Upper left. In the color blue.
아프리카 프릭스 빌로윙.
In the color of the ocean. His chair has a hood.
It's cold outside.
Yeah, the chair might be cold.
It's a nice chair.
In the bottom right, in the red.
지네어 그리닉스 로그.
Color of hashtag passion.
I have a funny little story right now.
I love funny little stories. Let's
My
go.
chair that I have had probably since StarCraft 2 came out broke this morning while I was watching VODs.
Oh,
I was sitting there. I was a little bit tired.
How
Didn't
did it
get enough
break?
sleep. I was just sitting there, man. And it just like broke. It was like a comedy thing, and like my
like,
chair
did the
wobbled
arm
away to the
fall
side.
off, or?
One of the wheels broke, so like it almost toppled over and stuff, just out of the blue. So yeah, That's it. It's gone.
When are you going to get your new chair? It's actually very strange to not have a computer chair.
I'll have one when I get home.
Oh, wow, you're fast. It's just getting delivered, huh?
The wife ski.
The
takes
wife
care of
ski?
such matters.
That is, yeah, man, you're Dan Simkoski, but she's Dan Stem wife skis.
Yes.
Okay, so we have the cybernetics core coming here. Note that Zerg did steal the gas. We've seen this before.
Yeah, definitely. This is actually kind of giving me a little bit of scouting as well, because it's like kind of sitting right there watching the gates. But this is a 2-gateway opening here after that that Nexus. So
I think this is pretty smart, okay? Because he can he's going to have to get rid of that extractor, and Zerg's taking the gold base.
Yeah,
that's going to keep Protoss just busy back at home while Zerg is reaping the benefits over here.
Well, I think he's going to just like pump Adepts out and try to harass this gold base, because if he just lets those drones mine there like that, he's going to lose. Like, you can't let that many drones be mining that right now. So I think you just leave that gas. Like, that gas is going to be there for a hell of a long time. And I think that's why Rogue took it, because he kind of did the math. He's like, oh, okay, you can't really... Like, you have to make Adepts to make me scared, and Adepts can't kill an extractor as far as I know.
Yeah.
Not until there's at least 4 of them.
Okay, so the Adepts are going to come out. Link speed has started, but the Adepts should be getting there just before Zergling's speed is done. And we're having a double gold base take.
Oh.
I like it. Now, in fairness, that's a lot of area for an Adept to harass. I mean, that's like an Adept's playground.
It truly is, and that's why he's getting speed so quickly here. We should see a gigantic plume of Lings coming out.
Wait.
Robo.
I was looking into your doe eyes, Artosis, and I just realized that he's actually had the Adept sent back. He's getting a Robo.
It's kind of interesting. Like, this has to be some sort of all-in, I would say.
this game definitely has a timer on it. I don't think we're going to be in this game for 20 minutes, guys. Protoss is gearing up to end this.
I don't like what I see from Billowy here.
I don't like it at all, man.
Is this an immortal all-in? Is this for a quick prism? Because, like, okay, so to deal with multiple gold bases for Zerg, there's a few things you can do about gold bases. 1, you kill them before it kicks in too late. 2, you get double Oracle and kill all the drones at the gold base. That's a good way to do it.
Oh, my God. Ooh. That's... Oh, boy. Practice your placement, guys.
Ouch.
You're going to be a sad guy.
Yeah, that's really, really painful.
You saw Billowy pull probes for a second, then he's like, no, I'm already behind.
Ouchies.
I need to mine more.
Yeah, going back to what I was saying, like the ways to kill the gold base, right? Like, if you want to play a longer game against the gold base, you actually need to go into splash damage and be unbelievably cost-efficient non-stop. We've seen very few Protosses ever be able to pull that off. It's not generally considered like a great way to do it.
Yeah, probably not in the mainstream school of thought on how to approach this.
With 2 gold bases up right now, and the fact he's getting this other hatchery, like, I feel like the only thing we need to see out of Rogue from here on is making roaches.
I agree.
If he just macros roaches, he doesn't need any more drones. His economy is madness right now. If he just makes a ton of roaches, there is just, I can't see him losing this game.
Okay. Yeah, Artosis, I think you nailed it. I don't even know if I can add anything more to this. I think you just make roaches. You just have so many roaches that it's comical. I mean, it's like a Zerg cutscene.
Yeah.
Right? Where Terran and Protoss are just getting wrecked.
He's being pretty greedy. He just added 8 more drones. Like, I don't even get it.
He
like,
needs to
his
chill
economy
out with
is
that.
so insane already. Like, he doesn't need that much extra minerals. But, you know...
he's even taken another base, which I think he doesn't even need to do. Maybe he has enough minerals, he just makes a hatch anyways.
Yeah, if you're going to make a hatch, you may as well make it there.
Okay, I really hate what I'm seeing, because now we're seeing a third base Nexus, so... I mean,
oh, no way.
Zerg's going to be maxed out so fast.
Yeah, like, I think Rogue just sits here, defends this, turns a bunch of stuff into Ravagers, and then it's like just rolls at third base. How would you ever hold that?
Rogue is going to be so big, he could bench press 4 Billowies right now. Stack them up, man.
Oh, God. It's like 4
no
Billowies.
spotting there, buddy.
And the thing is, it's like that scene from Unbreakable. There's like, more Billowies. And there's like Billowies hanging off the sides and stuff. It's like... just keep hitting the Billowy box.
Yeah.
Hey, look at me, I'm Billowy. It's like Mr. Meeseeks and stuff.
I mean, Rogue is going to be huge, man, and he never even skipped leg day, man. I mean, he's got it all covered, man. This guy's going to be massive.
Dude, this Prism is not going to keep him busy forever.
He's like, try to deal with this.
It's like, well, I mean, they do have
when you
Resident
come
Glaze.
here, I pick them up and run away. Like, okay, seriously. I can't
Look at how far away I can be while I pick them up and run away. Okay.
Meanwhile, like, Rogue's just holding his finger on the R key, making so many roaches. It's ridiculous. Look at that, just 10 roaches.
Yeah.
Comes up.
This is pretty frightening.
Look at this.
Oh my God. Target? No.
Sorry, I would have killed that, but I was so busy holding down the R key.
Get an inject. Don't let them all die without injects. All you need is larva.
All you need is larva. Okay.
Turns around with his whole army to kill. That's fine,
I just want to point out, guys, eventually these are going to die, and
I want to point out that he has double the supply of Billowy.
Yeah, well, that's what happens, man. He's he can go along with his theme, man. He's been bulking, man.
He's got his protein, which is gold minerals.
That's right. The other base is the creatine. Those are the gold
Is that
minerals.
it?
Yeah. Okay, so he's going to do a little drop here. And that's going to be a problem because
every unit has to be at the front to have any chance of
we're going to
holding
have Zerg max out at about 8.5 minutes, guys.
It's like, okay, I'll drop 2 bases while attacking max
Look at this.
to the front.
Goodbye, Mothership Core.
Ooh.
All right, well, guys, this is sort of not the most exciting ending here. Let's see if Billowy can survive it somehow, some way.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we do have drops going off against Billowy right now, just pushing him back with these Corrosive Vials. The front defense is like pretty good so far. These force fields are really, really helping him, and the micro out of Rogue is not really doing it there, and I think that's just because he's making sure that he's getting the damage in elsewhere and keeping his macro
He just
up.
took out the Forge, by the way. He's just going to continue to hit. Now, he backs up a little bit because there's 25 more roaches coming up here.
Yeah, and there's 25 more probes dying in the back, so...
Oh, yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah, now up to 26.
Like, thing is, he doesn't even really need good micro. Like, strategically, Rogue won this game a long time ago.
No, I mean, I think after that drop happened, I think I could have put my cat in the Pro Gamer booth and she would have beat Billowy. This is, this was a bad...
She's fluffy like a cloud, too.
She is. She is quite billowy, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, this is... basically, Billowy just picked the wrong road to travel in this game. This is like the road that you should not follow because Zerg is always going to be ahead and you're making it way too difficult for yourself. GG, there you go. Okay, right. Rogue wins. Rogue the better player. We can't really debate that.
No, certainly. 3-1, not unexpected. Billowy actually had a fantastic game on Orbital Shipyard. Absolutely loved it. It was very well played. But Rogue is the stronger player here. Maybe Billowy, with the support of the greatest company in esports, Africa, will improve in the future. But we're going to go ahead,
give them time,
do an interview,
people change,
and see what Rogue has to say.
All right, Sojung, welcome back. We just saw a great series there with Rogue crushing Billowy.
Yep.
I got to say that was not as cool as our first series, but I can't complain. Yeah, it was still good. I enjoyed it.
I'm actually kind of proud to be translating Rogue's interview because I was able to give him a new nickname, the sexy Zerg.
He is sexy. he is at least top 3 sexy pro gamers, I'd say.
I want to hear
Zest up there. I know this. I'm good at this. Hold on, give me a second. Zest, I think Keen's really good looking as well. But
okay.
Dark is handsome as well.
All the
Artosis is like the CodeA of attractive pro gamers. Like he's up there, but he's not CodeS.
Well, congratulations to Rogue.
자, 오늘 김도경 선수가 나름대로 경기 준비를 잘해가지고
well,
나서
Billowy has prepared well,
어려움이 좀 있었을 것 같았는데
still,
어떠셨어요?
there must have been some hardships for Rogue.
맵 자체가 저그한테 유리하다고 생각해서
I thought the maps were good towards Zerg.
한 세트만 잡으면 제가 이길
So I thought, if I win the first set, maybe I will be able to win the rest of the sets.
활약하게 되는데 많은 분들이 이병렬 선수의 이 플레이에 지금 찬사를 보내고 있습니다.
Everyone has been complimenting on Rogue's plays today.
이번 시즌의 목표 한번 들어보도록 하죠.
Let's see what the goals are.
저번 시즌에는 뭔가
For last season,
토스 때문에 되게
Because
힘들
of
거라고
Protoss, it was hard for me. I thought
이번
so,
시즌에는 그래도
but this
저그가 많이
season,
괜찮아져서
Zerg became better, I think.
우승 한번 해보고 싶어요.
I want to win this season.
오늘 플레이를 보면 이병현 선수가 과거의 다전제를 준비했을 땐 3-3승제를
Before the
했을 때
season,
세 판 모두 초중반 올인만 준비했다가 너무 쉽게 떨어진 적이
For best of
있었어요.
five, Rogue
근데 오늘 플레이를
I
봤을
only
땐
prepared for early,
초반에
fast
승부를
early
거는
games.
플레이가 나왔지만 그래도
But he
운영
kind of showed
자체는
the same stuff
매끄럽고
too,
준비가
but
잘
he
됐는데
had some long-term strategies available for
운영에 대한
tonight.
자신감이 있어서인가요?
And Kisado was asking if he's confident into late games too against Protoss. And Rogue says in the early game, Protoss is good.
상황을 잘 만들면
But
괜찮은
if you
것 같다고
make
생각하거든요.
good
근데
situations,
제가 두 번째 판도
you'll be able to work out well.
유리하다고 생각했는데
And for the second set, I thought I was in a good situation, but I wasn't confident enough, so I gave too much time for the Protoss.
에서 궁금한 건데 최근에 많은 저그들이 배주머니 업그레이드, 대군주의 드랍 플레이로 이득을 거두고
A lot of Zerg has been doing the upgrade Zerg with the Overlord drops.
막아낼 수 있는 해법이라고 할 수 있는 게 딱히 있어요.
And JRP is asking if there's a way for Protoss to defend against these Zerg plays.
잘 막는 것밖에
I
없는
think
것 같아요.
the solution is just to be calm and defend.
좀 당황하면 안 되는 거고요.
예.
네.
흔들리면 안 되고.
Don't panic.
이병현 선수 많이 침착했나요?
네?
지금 많이
Asking
침착했어요
if
오늘.
Rogue was calm today.
저는 되게 침착했던 것 같아요.
Well, I think I was calm tonight.
알겠습니다. 정말 침착한 이병현 선수. 이 수많은 팬분들이 이번
I think he should
시즌에
be the
이병현
calm
선수
Zerg,
우승을
but whatever.
바라고 계신데 팬분들에게도 한 말씀 해주시죠.
확실히 공허의 유산이
Legacy of the Void. There's lots
되게 재밌는
of
것
things to
같아요.
do. It's
그래서
very
이번
fun.
시즌에는
And for this
되게
season,
재밌는 경기 많이 보여드릴
I will
수
try to show you
있도록
fun
하겠습니다.
games to watch, entertaining
멋진
games to
경기
watch.
기대하겠습니다. 오늘
And this was the calm Zerg Rogue.
From the comms Zerg, he always has like a sad look on his face. You know what I mean? Like he just found out he's not going to get any presents for Christmas. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
By the way,
Uses those glasses.
yeah, I might as well use them, and then I need to give these to you to give downstairs. Or somebody's
Okay,
just never
okay.
made their glasses. But here's another one you can do. All right?
Okay.
When a nerd sees like a really good play, right? He's gonna go. Whoa. Like that. Okay, I'm done having fun with these things.
Okay, I'll
guys,
take it down.
we are going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to go on to our third best of 5. And by the way, 4 best of 5s total tonight. So we got a lot of great StarCraft action coming your way. We'll be right back.
All I know is I must keep you by my side, keep you by my side. If it rains, then let it rain. If it hurts, I'll share the pain. All I know is I must keep you by my side, keep you by my side. And I always wanted to belong. I always wanted to belong. Will you stay with me tonight? 'Cause I'm tired of saying goodbye. You're the truth I can't deny. And I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go.
It's yours. It's Mr. V. It's yours. Yeah, and right now we want to try to move back.
언제나 있는 그대로의 맑고 깨끗함을 지켜가라고. 겨울을 잊은 강물이 내게 말했다. 맑고 깨끗한 칠성사이다.
K3에 지치지 않는 열정으로
Passion is my fuel. The new K3.
We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun,
시간의
이럴 수가 없습니다.
찔리는 선수들 몇몇이 있을 거예요. 날 뽑으면 너 손목이 남아나지 않는다고 좀 인성이 올바르진 못해요.
문제가 생겼어요. 제 마음을 뺏겨버렸습니다. 귀엽고 사랑스러운 이영기 형 화이팅!
Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. Girl, look at that body. I'm sexy and I know it. Around us, stop breathing, our fears alive. And now we're holding on. The moonlight comes between us. Got to let it go. Let it go tonight. We're out of the woods. We're running with wolves into the wild again. We'll never be tamed. We're singing it out. We're running around. I figured it out. We're running around with wolves. Our lungs are burned, but we're frozen. So wrap your arms around my shoulders. Just skin and bones and leave open.
I cannot touch that thing, it is not mine. I do not take no matter how it shines. I cannot take that thing, it isn't free. I think a thought but growing, it'll grow into a tree. I cannot touch that thing, it is not mine. I do not take no matter how you shine. I cannot take a gift that isn't true. I love myself too much to love you. much to love you. I hear you creeping in the shadows at night. In the shadows at night, is it true? I hear you creeping right outside of my door, and I'm starting to wonder about you. I hear you creeping in the shadows at night. In the shadows at night.
Welcome to a GSL.
Welcome to the show. Come and join the
Oh my God, guys, I'm really excited for this next match. This is really, I think, the match that should be the best game of the day.
Yeah, this might be the best of the tournament. In fact, Maru versus Zest.
We might have to just end GSL after this, so we know we've done it. We did the best, and we ended on a good note.
Yeah, seriously. Well, I mean, I would do that, except Jaedong plays afterwards. I mean, that's pretty good too, right?
Take that, Leenock. Ouch, Artosis. Man, you are brutal.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Leenock, we see him all the time in CodeA all over the place, right?
Yeah, Jaedong is our shiny new object here.
It's been a hell of a long time since he's participated in GSL.
True. It's good to have the Dong back.
That's right.
But first,
this could be his final season, Tasteless. His final year in Korea esports.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens, man.
But this match is the truly exciting one if you want to see the best StarCraft in the world. It's going to be Maru against Zest. I mean, you can't really... What can we even say about these two that hasn't been said?
We need to find a new word. A word that's never been uttered before. To capture the awesomeness.
If there was a match that was as exciting and good as literal god Terran player TY, it would be this match.
Yes, this is true, Artosis.
This match is TY incarnate. So wait, isn't TY incarnate? I'm like, shh.
Just stop thinking so much. His opponent, Zest, one of the best Protosses of all time. So smart, so handsome. Really has a deep understanding of the game. We saw some fantastic performance from him in Pro League already.
Yeah, I mean, Zest is looking great. Absolutely destroyed Bravo. Absolutely destroyed Deer until he blinked forward and lost everything to 2 disruptor shots. But
I know.
He was like, I'm so good, I'm everywhere. And then he was like, I'm going to kill you now. Oh, what a fool you were, Zest.
There goes about 25 supply in the course of a second.
But,
you know, Protoss has been altered slightly due to the patch. Let's see what Zest is going to do here. It's time for Senpai Zest to teach us. Zest, notice me, Senpai. Notice me.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see how this is going to go down. Like, Maru showed a very good TDP in Pro League the other day.
Yes,
against,
he did.
Blaze, formerly known as Panic.
What is this song? This song is sick. This is the song where two epic nerds battle. It's definitely taking place in the desert, okay? There might be some magic carpet riding, okay? Definitely some sabers being held here. Definitely opening up, you know, some kind of ancient tomb, all right?
Okay, yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah, this is a good song. We're going to start out on Orbital Shipyard, by the way.
Okay, that's cool.
Cool map to have these two guys duke it out on.
Interesting. Completely different than the sheet we got, but
okay. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Completely different.
Oh, yeah, look at that. All right,
I think
whatever.
the screen, the graphic screen was
Oh,
wrong.
no, wait, it says Dusk Towers.
Yeah, that's what it said on our little sheet. But anyways, whatever. Doesn't matter. All that matters is that we're about to watch Maru against Zest.
Guys, tell your friends to join us. Get their asses in here, man. They're messing up.
So good. This is so exciting.
What are they doing? Sleeping, studying for school?
God.
Get in here, man.
Seriously.
What are you doing with your life, man? This is Maru versus Zest. History's about to be made.
One of these guys won't be in Code S. How dumb is that?
Oh, God, I hate the world so much.
But you know what? The thing is, if they were both in Code S, we might not get to see them play each other.
That's
TY might have hit one of them first, and that guy would have been set back. And so, I mean, this is great that we get to see these two.
Oh, man. Who do you think wins? Go fast. Who do you think wins?
Ah, it's Zest.
I think Maru.
I think Zest.
Okay.
I think you're wrong.
All right.
And I think you're dumb for even thinking Maru's going to win.
GSL.
It's time, guys. This is our third best of 5. Don't forget, we have another best of 5 after this. Maru against Zest here in the GSL CodeA. In the bottom left, in the blue, he is.
지네어 그리닉스 마루.
Crying Mutilus.
I only have 4 toes. Oh, no, that's his mouth. I forgot it. That's not the foot of the Muta. Mutas don't actually have feet, in case you guys are wondering. We've never seen one perch on a tree. In the upper right, in the red.
KT 로스터 테스트.
Speaking of which, if Mutas don't ever land, I mean, that does really call into question how they just manage to maintain energy to keep flapping their Muta bat wings.
Same way that they fly through space by flapping their wings.
Yeah, that's true. Or when they're shot down, they fall down through space. You know?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Muta is basically a gourmet shrimp with bat wings. Okay, I'm just going to ruin this for you guys right now.
There it is.
You'll never unsee it either. Nexus now.
Wonderful. Just wonderful. What a great match.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see what the build orders are going to be from these guys. I mean, how much is Zest going to use the Adept here? Will the build, in fact, look, like the exact same builds we've seen before, just, maybe a little bit easier for the Terran?
And, Zest is like, he definitely has his own style as a Protoss. Ah, we see, of
Here he
course.
is. Champion. That's such a lucky trophy.
One of the
kissed by Zest.
I know, right?
Oh, man, I'm so jealous.
That trophy's the real champion of that GSL.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Way to go, trophy. Look at you.
That trophy never thought it'd be able to do such a thing.
Yeah, I know.
But then it saw Zest play a game, and it's like, oh, God, yeah, I guess I might get kissed by Zest.
Yeah, man. Hope he wins this tournament so I get the kiss by him. We have the Reaper coming out now. Just checking around now. He's not necessarily making a beeline. Well, he's in fact just not making a beeline over to his opponent's base. He's looking around. He wants to see, is he hiding any Stargates, any Robo, any shenanigans going on?
Yeah, and it is going to be a rather quick robotics. This is like kind of becoming the standard since the patch a little bit. To see that quick Robo, would probably imagine Twilight coming up next.
Oh, wow. Look, these guys have faced off against each other a lot, Artosis.
14-10 in favor of Maru.
Wow.
Maru's so lucky he's not against Rain. Rain would be like, I'm 14-10 against you.
Twilight Council coming here. Now, we've seen Blink used. We've also, of course, seen Adepts used. Let's see what direction he takes this. I don't think it's going to be a DT drop, but if it is, all right, I'll be excited.
I really think it'll probably be Blink upgrade, get some observers out, take that third base.
And just do the defensive play where you try to absorb the Medivacs, take them out, get bigger, get stronger, expand.
Yeah, we've definitely seen a lot of good play like that. Definitely seen, Zest focusing a lot, very heavily on Blink, but it is actually going to be a Dark Shrine. Good call there, Dixons. The drop of Dark Templars itself will be a little bit off of when the Warp Prism is out. Could do some light harassment with that.
Cyclone coming up here. This is a direct response to the Warp Prism. You want to be able to get rid of that as quickly as possible. And, yeah, let's see how the DTs do here.
Prism going out across the map.
And he will warp these DTs just outside, unload, and then he might warp in Dark Templars and Zealots from here.
Ooh, this would be a fantastic
because he's going to see this Dark Shrine most likely.
Which way does he go? Okay,
go wrong way.
Yeah.
But also the absence of anything over here can lead to some suspicion.
Certainly it can. The Reaper does have to get out, though, and he does scan it. Okay,
boy.
Fantastic scan.
eBay starting. That's bad.
Yeah, but the thing is, this build is actually like really strong by Zest. This was actually before people figured out that Adepts could just kill everything. A lot of people were doing this on this map just because there's so many locations that you need to cover with turrets. Like 3 DTs, you send one in the natural, one in the main, and one towards the wall in.
Sure.
And that is 3 different locations that your opponent's going to need.
And he can even warp in some more over here.
Yeah.
That orbital doesn't have any energy. This one does.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, got to be careful between the Cyclone and the Liberator. All right, he scans the main. Oh,
right.
what? That was like the...
Deals with the one at the front of the choke. This DT, though, definitely getting some real damage done.
Okay, again, over here at the entrance, Warp Prism has... Oh, no, he spots it. Ideally, you want to get rid of that Warp Prism because that's when this harass ends. Takes out that DT.
3 more Dark Templars being warped in.
Oh, nice. Even slowing down the the construction of that command center. That's annoying. No turret here yet, and he's going to get this SCV.
This is absolutely successful so far.
Yeah.
Like, he's forcing the turrets. There's a lot of lost mining time happening. He's killed 8 SCVs.
I'm surprised he doesn't try to sneak into the main, though. Okay, the scan here. I will take this depot out before...
Well, that is the end of that for now, but definitely those Dark Templars are not useless. We do have Blink on the way. Second Warp Prism actually being made as well. That third CC is going up for Maru, so that's really good. He can recover his economy a lot faster because he did get that so quickly.
Could he have moved that up a little bit and actually hit that Liberator, I wonder?
The Stalkers?
Yeah, can he actually get that?
I think
sometimes it's hard to tell on the angles in this game.
I think barely no, but it might have been. It was hard to say right there.
And as we continue our game, Maru is intending to take a third base. Win, we're not entirely sure. He's now getting the explosion of additional barracks and tech up here, reaping the benefits from the 2 bases he's on. He does scan and see that Zest already using the third base and actually getting the gases there as well.
Yeah.
So far, Zest in pretty good shape this game.
Very good economy going for Zest. The Dark Templar drop definitely did enough. You know, it could have done a lot more if Maru had not scanned there. Well, looks like he will go ahead and force another scan out. And in fact, coming up with more Dark Templars in that Prism, I do believe. So as that scan wears off, can continue to harass.
And it's worn off right now. He wants to get this DT, or excuse me, this tank, sorry.
Yeah, and
messing up my speech here.
Blink is not done yet, but it's going to be soon. And look at this, he's actually breaking him with a Dark Templar drop on a siege tank.
DT taking some damage, Cyclone in pursuit. SCV is going to be gunned down here. He can actually just blink right into the main here. He can actually just run up there and even get the turret if he wants.
Lots of damage so far. It looks like he starts to poke up, but decides better of it. That was good enough damage, to be honest.
Yeah, that worked completely and totally.
And behind this, look at this. He's got 1-1 on the way. He's getting charged. He already has Blink, adding a ton of gateways as well. He's really safe. He's got a good army. He's done good damage. Look at the probe count here, 73. What? This economy is insane.
He's in such great shape, really showing us how to play around having to use the Adept.
Yeah, physically and in this game, he's in great shape.
Yes, that's true. Probes now being transferred, Zealot legs being upgraded along with the 1-1 here for Protoss. Terran is doing fine as far as pacing of upgrades goes, but as far as expansions and economics, he's not in a great spot.
Well, Maru's going to have to figure out how to make this comeback real. He's definitely been playing a different brand of Legacy of the Void than a lot of other top Terrans right now. But I'm glad to see him adding in these Liberators.
Dude, he scanned that, but the DT's still here. He can't land it. That's just out of range. That's so annoying.
So annoying.
Okay, second scan. So that was one less mule here.
So many scans, actually, too. And nice little move there. Picks off a Widow Mine and blinks away. Storm coming up right now for Zest, who's taking his 4th base. That's finishing up as Maru's going to have SCVs at his 3rd. The economy of Zest has just been fantastic this entire game. Like, he's managing everything perfectly while doing all this harassment. He's got every upgrade going.
He's also
his macros hit. Well, he's missed a bunch of pylons here, but that's really the only thing that's gone wrong for him.
Yeah, he has supply blocked himself a couple times, but he never overextended, which is it's pretty common to see that kind of stuff, you know?
Absolutely.
So the DT continuing to move around now. By the way, I believe we're hitting the 10 o'clock mark here.
Excellent.
Tonight. Yeah, man.
I want more.
And we're only just beginning the second half of our day today. So cool.
And I hope everything hits 5 games, man. That's what I want.
We want to have as many. Well, this is a great day, man. We got so many good games, so many good players here.
I'll stay here as long as it takes, Tasteless, for these last 2 matches. So fantastic.
Scan here on the gateways. Not revealing too much. Terran just playing from a deficit, trying to catch up. And unfortunately, he can't catch up really off harass because that's such a double-edged sword if it doesn't work.
Yeah. And it is Maru, so like his harass is very, very strong. And he's making quite a few Liberators, so we could see him try some Liberators running around to, you know, the back natural, the main base. That's kind of how he actually ended up tearing apart Blaze in Pro League. So maybe we get to see some of that. But I just love the fact that he's got double Reactor Liberator going, because this is a great way to come back. The defensive advantage of Liberators, if they're in siege mode, Protoss has a terribly hard time of actually attacking in and killing you there.
Stalkers are now coming up here, gunning down that Marine, and then backing up. And it seems like Terran is toying with the idea of coming out. Of course, he knows that no matter what, he'll have a smaller army. I think you're completely right, Artosis, when you said that he's going to go for Liberators and just try to use as much defense as possible to cement his position in the late game.
Yeah, I think so, but like Zest is very keen on this. He knows exactly what's going on, and in fact is immediately making Stargates.
Yeah, he's like, already preempting this. Look at that, he's making a bunch of Oracles. What do you think about that?
Yeah, the Oracles, this is actually a really good move, because it can be a little bit hard to poke in and get vision and then hit things with your Tempest. So if you have 2 Oracles, you can almost non-stop tag. And it just throw that down on everything and just poke from so far, because Tempest shoot like so far. So further than they see, of course. But yeah, it's a really good move, and I mean, Zest's play here is just so clean. This is just fantastic play from Zest.
Kind of funny to see that one Immortal out there. I think that's a bad rally there for the Robo. That's the only explanation.
Well,
I don't know if there's
server's
a
right
moment,
above him, so I would hope that's what it is.
I don't know if there's any moment that calls for a one Immortal, one Observer positional defense play. So we're going to assume that's a rally point.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Well, I think he can start to be aggressive once he has these Tempests out. There are 3 coming out here.
Zest continuing to expand. Look at this. He's actually got 5 bases mining with the 6th on the way. Maru is adding a lot of Vikings right now, because he knows the Tempests are coming. So there's a lot of strategic countering going on right now, but not a lot of harassment. That's because Zest is actually staying ahead as far as tech goes. Like, he's getting to his final tech a little bit quicker, and Maru is having to play a little bit defensively just because of the damage he took early on.
Okay, Tempests are now out. As we can see, he's not done making Tempests either, right? He's going to have a good, strong army, and he's going to want to try to sustain this throughout the entire game. He wants to just have this where he can immediately replenish. Now, it's important that Protoss doesn't lose any major head-to-head fight, because the level of sophistication it takes to get this combination of Protoss units is pretty intense, right? It's not like Marine Marauder, even Liberator, where you can just remake it.
Yeah, and mostly these like Tempests are going to take a really long time to remake, so he's got to be careful about that. So we do see he has already tagged, and these Tempests starting to go to town. Don't forget he has Sidestorm behind this, so like stimming and attacking it is not truly an option.
These Marines trying to be tough guys. Don't be a tough guy. Get out of there. There you go.
I really like the fact that Maru is adding ghosts here, by the way. This is very, very intelligent. He knows the type of army that is sitting over there. In fact, even scanning it here. And he knows that something like EMP is going to be very needed.
Here we go. Liberator's coming forward. We need to see those Psystorms.
Does get a pretty good Psystorms here, in fact.
Oh my god, really good Psystorms, especially there at the bottom. But Terran clearly had enough to drive him back.
And it looks like Maru will back up under these liberation zones for now. And Zest starts to walk under. He's got to pull back. This is actually quite a mistake here.
Well, you know, he's sending these Stalkers forward. He's just going to blink right under him and try to gun down the Liberators. More Stalkers coming in here. Now, I'm not sure what Liberator's covering what here, but I think he's going to basically get all of them.
Yeah, he actually did end up. That was, I guess, it's kind of crazy there from the top. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, we didn't see the Stalkers up there, so there's no way to know. Unless we watched the mini-map, but we didn't do that, so.
If we watched the mini-map, we'd be pro gamers.
That's right. Okay, he's coming forward again. More Tempests out here, and he's actually going to be kiting with these.
And we do have a Cyclone actually coming up from that main base.
Adepts coming down here as well.
Yes, indeed. We do have the Cyclones actually going up, or rather the Liberators sieging up. We do have these Adepts just dealing insane amounts of damage right now as well.
He's starting to shape through this Protoss. I'm not sure if Protoss can actually remake this correctly.
Yeah, this is a very hard situation here. We see 10 Warpins. Does he have just 10 gates here? Could be the case.
Potentially.
He's out of money though anyways, so pretty tough stuff.
I can't believe this.